Hey, everybody. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Yes, that's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people. Featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey, my heterosexual life mate, David,
Hello.
and the ever loving AJ.
Howdy do.
Howdy do. And
Howdy
we just
do.
want to welcome you to season 3 of the Sarcastic Distractions podcast. And yeah, hi, boys. Oh,
Hello.
Howdy.
How are y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
All right.
Well, yes.
Well,
Well, indeed.
well, where should we begin?
Well,
I was expecting some sort of witty joke in that exchange there, and it didn't quite go. So,
How are you guys doing? I'm fine.
exactly, I'm fine. Good. Yeah. Anything happening? Nope.
Nope.
All right, there we go.
Podcast over.
Podcast over. All right,
done.
We're done. We thought a great way to celebrate, to start our third season is to celebrate our last season and talk about our year in review.
How amazing we are.
Yeah, how
We're
amazing
going to
we
spend
are.
the next couple hours really just speaking to everybody about how amazing we are
For
and
sure.
how it is. You really just need to continue to enjoy the material that we produce, the hours we spend preparing, and then post editing. It's just amazing.
I will say it's very weird not having a camera aimed at me.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. So this season, we've decided to just do straight audio for reasons, and
For reasons.
Well, that way we can be naked with pure comfort.
that's right. Yeah, we can sit naked and
You
not
don't know if we're naked or not.
and not get kicked off of YouTube for being naked. Is that-
I know. We do it a few times.
Oh God, take it off the internet. So yeah, we're gonna do straight audio, but we still want to have interaction from everybody that are listening to us. So thank you for joining us on this journey, and we thank you so much for listening to us last season. And yeah, submit your ideas and things. And it is really weird not looking into a camera. It's definitely
It's
definitely
very
just-
strange.
But
We
we'll
can
see.
set up a fake one if you need it.
Oh, thank you.
No problem,
We'll
no
definitely
problem.
do that for sure. Right on. Let's just draw something on the wall there. But
On the wall that you're going to point and people are going to
yeah, right there.
Yeah.
draw something on the wall there.
I just wonder what people's imaginations that are listening to this, like, what wall's he talking about?
What kind of room
What-
are they in?
Maybe it's a circular room and there is no wall. Anyways,
Technically, it's a
Well,
wall.
It's still a wall.
It is,
There's
it's
no
just-
corners.
no corners. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Enough of this.
This is
way-
what we're going to be talking about for this episode
I
is
know.
walls.
So we decided for our year review to pick 3 of our favorite episodes of the last season.
You mean 9?
No,
I guess essentially would be
for
9.
us it would be 3. For you, it's probably 9.
It's probably
No,
not.
it was 3.
Oh,
6.
Grok. I
You know
gotcha.
math. You know math.
Assuming, no. Who is he?
I've never met
You've
Matt.
never
no.
met. Well, he's
How
this
do you know it's a
wonderful.
he?
He's this wonderful Greek gentleman that lives down the
well
street.
played. Well played.
Nicely done.
That was
Nicely
good.
done.
Math
That was-
Katsopoulos. You guys don't know? You guys don't know?
Pythagorean? No, anyway.
That's his cousin.
That's his cousin, exactly. Yeah. Well, if we don't overlap, because none of us know what our
Oh, that's
picks
true.
are.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah.
yes, if none overlap, we're going to basically pick our 9 favorite episodes of the season.
Well, yeah, the 3
Yeah.
each, see where we overlap. It's our standard-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We kinda
Wrap
got
up,
that
begin the
going.
next year. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And then maybe we'll do like a little, I don't know, what we did, right? We like what we didn't at the back end sort of thing. If we don't get distracted. But we'll probably get distracted. So, all right, David, start us off.
Oh, shit. Oh, just like that. I'm
Yep,
going to
do
jump
it.
right into it.
Just do it.
All right. Well, hang on. So I did put mine in an order.
Oh,
Standard.
I did too this time.
Me
Ooh,
too. Hey, look at
nice.
us, guys. Look.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Research and planning. Holy
Yeah.
jeez, moving on up.
So my third, in the sense of the overall, I have to admit, and one of my favorites, just because we spent so long basically agreeing with one another, except for one particular call out, which was yours, would be the Star Trek versus Star Wars.
Oh yeah, we were in such agreement. Yeah.
It was funny because I actually thought we would have arguments and all that. Nope, we basically agreed the entire time over which ones were the best ones throughout the decades.
We did?
We said the same things. It was quite entertaining in how boring it was.
You know what's it was probably yes, but also great for us because to have that wave of just constantly getting along. We talked for like about an hour and a bit. I think.
Oh yeah,
for
a little
episode.
over an hour,
That's pretty cool.
and it was
yeah.
just us agreeing on everything.
That's amazing.
That's
amazing.
funny.
One thing I like about that episode is it made me realize how much more I know, and we all know about those universes than I
Yeah.
thought. Like,
Oh yeah.
all of us pulling facts out. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah. No, so that was my third one, and it was just because and again that one we happened to do after all of the Star Wars discussion, and so it was just entertaining for us to then continue on, and basically just agreed. So that's one of our goals, I think, for this year coming. We actually have to find something in which we all disagree.
Oh,
I don't know what it is
sure.
yet, but we need to find something.
Okay, all right. I'll find something.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's something.
I'm sure there's something.
Well, I'm hoping, and something
Gotta
like
be.
a
We can't-
little complex, just a touch complex.
We can't be the stereotypical Canadians that just get along with everything.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's not even just that we get along; it's just that we all have that same opinion.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least in this context, like that's what I mean. It was that joke of it'd be nice to find just that one thing we all disagree about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So, yeah.
kind of the time travel episode. We did.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
there
got a
was
little
there was-
bit.
yeah.
But
Alright.
still, though, we found common ground. Anyways, I hear you. That's a good mission.
Yeah, that's
That
good.
is a
That's
very
I think
good
our
mission.
one of our third season missions, at least mine personally, is let's try to find that thing we
To
disagree.
find more disagreement.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure. Where in the world are we going to find more disagreement? I just
Where
don't know.
in the world
I can't think
is
of
Carmen
a single
San
place
Diego?
Mm.
where that would be. Just go to our Facebook pages. Oh, okay. There you go. Disagreement right there. Done. Anyways,
Yeah.
AJ, you're number 3,
My number 3. My number 3.
or whatever one you want to give us. I'm not
Number
here to control
3
you.
on the top 3 on WKRP. My number 3 was our trip to New York.
Ah, nice.
I enjoyed reliving those
Nice.
memories.
I really enjoyed that.
I thought it was cool to think back as to that period in life.
I'm so glad we got a chance to talk about the story. But I feel like it still wasn't enough time. I'm sure we
No.
could have went for days.
Oh yeah.
Like I had such a wild time. I mean, you and I became even closer friends because of that trip. But I wish everybody could join us on it. Like it was such a
Right?
fucking crazy time through the good and the bad. Like
Oh, yeah.
everything. I just wish people would be like I wish you were there. Right? I wish Phil. Like everybody that we know. I would.
Yeah.
Oh, such a crazy trip.
Surviving off street meat
Yeah.
and hot dogs.
Yeah.
I love the distinction.
Not in that order. Sometimes it was different types of street meat.
Well, sometimes we had to, indulge in the street meat to get the money for the hot
For the
dogs.
hot
Well,
dog.
yeah,
That makes
exactly.
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I actually understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking too many hot dogs, you get
Yeah.
the street. Yeah, anyways.
So,
Moving on.
but yeah, no, and just thinking about it and
Man.
thinking about how we this close to going to see a Scientology movie, which sometimes I kick myself in the ass for not doing it.
For at least attending, just
right?
to see
Just for the
firsthand.
experience of it. Yeah.
And knowing what we know now, which is hopefully more information about that world, we should have definitely done it because we were broke. There was no
Oh,
way they're
yeah.
getting any money out
Oh,
of
yeah,
us. Like
right.
if
Oh,
they would have wanted.
Oh, they
so.
would have hassled the hell out of us.
Oh,
Did you
sure.
have any family members you could
I know.
contact? Or
Yeah, if you give me like $50 now, I can go and call them, but I need a quiet spot. So give me $50 cash, and I'll be back in like an hour. It'll be fine.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No.
So,
So-
oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was fun.
That was one.
Nice.
That almost made my list.
Drinking Tim Hortons in Times Square.
Yeah,
That was fun.
that was lots of fun.
Nice.
That was fun.
It was funny. The other day, I was watching some sort of live feed on Times Square, and just reminiscing. Like,
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, I
Look
sent you
like
that
I was
picture a couple of weeks ago there of the old. There's a. I don't know if we talked about. I can't remember if we talked about. But there's an older lady who goes out in Times
Yeah.
Square and she is topless and she has
Oh, yeah.
pasties on her boobies
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she plays the guitar and has a cowboy hat. Apparently, she's still alive.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sent Chris a picture of something a few weeks ago. I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
hey, she still exists.
We were joking. It was like, do you think she'd even remember us? Like, what would that conversation even be like?
God no.
Oh, God,
She sees
no.
thousands of people a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you did something extremely unique and spectacular, which likely would have been not a good thing.
Well,
Yeah.
she might remember us as the guys that donated the Scientology flyers in her little bag. I don't know.
She may.
I couldn't quite get what she was like doing as a performer when we were there. Like she was entertaining, but what are you entertaining
Because it's unique.
for? Yeah, it is. I
Well,
got that when
doing
I
it for herself.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fine.
definitely. But
Yeah.
I didn't get it at the moment. But now that I've traveled and I've been to other kind
Yeah.
of epicenters, I've seen other people do it or their flair of it. I was like, oh,
Well, yeah, it's
I
that
get it.
something unique, something that again, you can tell the story
Yeah,
about
yeah.
how you experienced it. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Vegas was a big.
Oh, God,
we
yeah.
saw that
Yeah.
everywhere in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
And again, the thing I've always loved, and I've said this about Vegas, is just that what you do there stays there. And then of course B, it's just that's what Vegas is for. Everybody there is that for that purpose to make sure you enjoy yourself.
That's
Every
true.
single in the core, like not people actually have to live there and deal with all this shit.
Right.
I couldn't do that myself, but
no way, man.
yeah,
No, I'd
I
never be
love
able to live
enjoying
there.
it, but I could not do it.
In my mind, I think I could, but I think in practice, I'd be pissed off all the time. You know what I mean? Like in my mind, like, oh shit, I live in New York,
Fucking
no problem.
tourists.
Fuck whatever. But then eventually, fuck.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing I always liked about Vegas. You can never really be fucking tourist because that is Vegas.
It's
Yeah.
all tourists, exactly.
Well, it's like that episode of South Park,
Oh
Howley's.
yeah, that's right. Indeed. Speaking of, no, that's not my next episode. My third episode was 31, the analysis of the Mandela effect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did we do that episode?
Oh, do we not? No one will really
Well
know.
played.
Indeed. I wonder if that's a part of the Mandela effect. How you spell Mandela? Change. Anyways, sorry. That's another conversation. I just like that episode because we knew some of this stuff, but it brought in some new facts, and also had some weird interactions through some comments we got online
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. I thought that was really
Yeah, good
fun. I was
call.
like, okay, that made me realize, okay, there's more than just our friends listening.
Yeah.
Which I thought was fun, and I liked our conversation through it. Yeah, I just really enjoyed that
Nice.
conversation.
It was a thinker. It was a think piece.
Yeah,
It was actually a good piece from that perspective where I think we did actually think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very
I mean,
rare.
we had good times, but we thumped.
indeed. Yeah,
We thunked
we
it.
thunked
thunked.
it. We
Yeah.
thunked it all up
We thunked it.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got told we were
Thunked.
outdated in our references. I'm like, well, I mean, I guess that depends on. what
Yeah,
dimension
but
you're in,
okay.
really.
I mean, we're dated, but then give me some other examples.
Oh, they did though. They
You're
did.
dated in a reference. Well,
Could you-
I mean,
could you
there's
do-
only so many.
I
It's
know,
not
I
like
yeah.
I know.
everything's like.
Hey, everyone's allowed. Everyone's entitled. That's fine. I still have fun. I really enjoyed the episode.
Well, I'm more entitled, but
That's true. You are more entitled than
Yeah,
most
yeah.
people.
You need a shirt that I used to have. It said, "Everyone's entitled to my opinion."
I like that shirt. I want that shirt.
I don't know where it would be now.
I'll just have to make one myself. Shit.
Get my wife to make you one with the cricket.
Oh, there you go.
With the cricket.
Good
with the
old cricket.
Cricket. Cricket.
What,
Cricket.
what you
cricket.
doing?
Justin, go ahead, keep going.
Yeah.
If it's now tighten it some more.
Okay, mom.
One of those moments I wish there was video.
Right.
What you guys just missed was me doing a really cool skateboard trick.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, of course.
All right, so Dave.
Okay,
number two?
yeah. So my second favorite was the first episode where we did the Star Wars review with your wife. I have to admit that was my second, and specifically that first one for two reasons. A, it was actually far more in depth than I had thought it would be, because again, we got on the chat and we see your lovely wife with like a mound of paper
Oh yeah.
for her
Oh,
notes.
yeah.
my God.
She did her research. That's for
Frick.
sure.
And I was
essay.
laughing at myself because I'm like, well, shit, at least I watched it again recently.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think she might have watched it twice,
Yeah.
or like watched it once, took down
Amazing.
some notes, and then watched like one of the YouTubies like
Gotcha.
condensed sort of. Here's what happens.
Yeah.
Videos. Yeah.
Nice.
And then like double checked everything.
Thing.
And added stuff and-
and of course, we're very much there. And the consistency of all the episodes was good on that front. But I was very surprised on that front for the Star Wars discussion because came fully prepared. And then, of course, the second thing, the thing that I still just I do not understand is that the very first one is still her favorite.
I know, it's
yeah.
mind blowing.
Yeah, I've had a divorce lawyer on speed dial ever since that day, ever since I found that out.
Some things are just uncompromisable, AJ.
Just in
Yeah.
case there's
What it is.
another,
Yeah, that's
another
you're
outlier.
on the
she
camel's
actually she says I actually don't like the Princess Bride or something.
Oh my god.
no.
Jeez.
I mean, E.T. I can handle, but
But yeah, so that was my second. I thought because it was just so very surprising, caught off guard, and then we actually know a person who thinks the very first is the best of all.
Nice. Well, before you go, I cheated for my number two. I chose the whole Wise Rack series, like all three of them.
I cheated
I cheated.
and I chose the entire
Did
one.
you?
Yeah, series
Ah!
for my number two as
there
well.
you go.
So we're all in
was-
agreement on the number
we
two
are.
based
Yes,
on
we
the
are.
principle.
Because it was A, there's so much, but B, it was there was just so much information, and I'm sure AJ's gonna say like he learned things about his wife he didn't even know before.
Yeah,
You know?
like she likes episode 1.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But-
Anakin.
but more so
and
than
Jar
that-
Jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But more so than that, just the different perspectives on it, and it was so shocking. And I'm like trying to be open to what she's saying, with my mind saying "fuck you."
Right? Yeah, it was.
And but now
tricky.
that go back on it, it's like I think even now, like I mean, we watch a podcast or watch it all the time on editing or whatever, but I think about those conversations often because of how much Star Wars inflicts our
Mhm.
world.
Right.
And I think, but I now start to think of Star Wars from a different perspective, and it just gave me a greater appreciation for the world. So thanks, Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I do. That is amusing that
Thanks.
we have all basically agreed on the second greatest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
There you
pretty
go.
awesome.
Look at
There
that.
you
That nice consistency.
That's
yeah.
sweet. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Short episode, my God.
yeah. We're so at any rate, now we're just gonna randomly
Right.
talk about things.
Star Wars is the shit, even though Disney owns it. It's still great.
Oh, it's
It's still
wonderful.
great.
Yeah,
It's really great.
it's funny though because after a full year of us discussing Star Wars and how great and amazing a lot of the new episodes are, I still haven't finished watching anything.
Son of a bitch.
Right?
I think he's doing it on purpose. He's doing it on purpose. He must
I
be.
just,
Well, it comes
I-
to a point where we're just not gonna not talk about it.
That's
well,
right.
as I've said, you know what, you might as well. I don't have that same. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't, not at all.
It's because you still own the originals on VHS. That's why.
I don't know what it is. I just never really got into it enough to really.
No, it's all good, man. It's like it's one of those things, right? It's its own property, and I get it. Why? Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of other stuff going on, and I mean, you for in case you're not aware of what we're talking about, audience out there, Dave has slept on the second season of The Mandalorian, so he is unaware of what's going on and how that's trickling into the rest of the Star Wars universe. So if you're wondering, there's a little quick catch up. Of what we're
Well,
talking
yeah, basically
For
that's
sure.
all it is.
It's not to
yeah.
say Dave's not going to watch Star Wars again, because he's probably going to watch it again tonight. But
Never,
It's
never gonna
so-
watch Star Wars
In fact-
ever again.
In fact, I'm almost convinced he'll watch Empire before he sees the last episode of Mandalorian.
oh, probably.
Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. So, anyways, but I get it. Like, you're busy, whatever. You know, Age and I, we don't have any lives, so you know,
No.
that's what's going on.
None.
You know.
And
Well,
the
no,
book-
there was one, I have to admit, Netflix show that I really watched all 3 seasons. European actor who would do the award shows back in the day.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, the show he's on.
The life
I can't remember the name.
afterlife.
Afterlife.
Yeah, that's a wonderful show.
Got one. So that's one that
Oh,
is
yeah,
new.
That show. That's
I-
not Star Wars, but yeah, it's
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, it's not even canon, dude.
Yeah, I watched that thing. Like I have to admit, over 2 weekends.
oh wow,
And for me, that's like
that's a lot.
wow.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah,
you're not a bingey guy.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
have to admit, I bitched on that one recently.
It's really good. It's
Oh yeah,
and
I enjoyed it.
it makes you ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
I've-
good.
have you seen all the episodes specifically?
No, I think we're
okay.
about halfway through the season.
Okay. Then I won't bring up my question. I shall wait.
Okay, please do.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah,
I will.
God.
Thank you.
I won't ruin anything. Just
Don't.
like you won't ruin any episodes for me that I haven't fully watched.
Oh yeah, we're gonna totally ruin them all.
Seriously, dude. You know what? Don't even watch any other episodes of The Mandalorian. Just watch the last episode of the second season. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to see.
Yeah, you can tell me about it
I love it.
later.
I got more important things to do, and he starts picking his ear.
yeah,
Starts knitting.
I know.
I haven't
Okay,
done a lot
Grandma.
of knitting.
All right.
I do prefer the knitting with the radio on in the background, talking about different things happening in the world today.
Indeed. There's
Yeah.
a lot of things
Yeah.
happening. But that's not this podcast.
No.
No, you should
No,
be
I'm listening to this podcast.
You want
No.
to find a way to do the disagreement. Let's talk about the news. But moving on.
No.
AJ, do you want to give us your number one?
My number one.
Mm-hmm. Let's
My
do it.
number
Ooh,
one.
here we go.
South Park episode.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Just because I think that's the one that we had the most laughs in.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
We laughed a lot.
We laughed a lot. Yeah.
to the point where Chris couldn't breathe.
That's true. You guys got me good. Actually, South Park got me good.
I don't
yeah.
even know. Yeah, I don't even remember what. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't sit there and watch all these today, but I don't remember what made him laugh that hard. But I
It was
remember-
the
remember.
sheer stupidity of one of the episodes, and I think it was Dave was trying to interpret something from it, and I think all of it was just too much for me. I couldn't handle
Handle it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I lost it. So
So
I'm
yeah.
okay to be in that.
It was a fun one to make.
I'm in a safe space. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
No, it's true. You're in a totally safe space. We won't make fun of you when you leave the space.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
But what I mean, we will.
Oh well.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. You're right. We'll just do it in front of you, behind you, yeah, all over the place.
Oh,
We'll do it all over. I mean, but yeah, I have to say that one just because it was the most entertaining to me.
Nice.
It was a good time.
It was silly and goofy and fun. And
It was. I have to admit, even though I am not a South Park super fan, it was fun to have an excuse where I had to go and watch them.
And that's also too, A, you're not a binger, and B, you got more important things to do than sit down and watch TV, and yet you still took the assignment. You watched the episodes we gave you.
well,
and
he's
that
not
was
he's
really
not a binge
genuine-
watcher.
Right.
He might binge other things.
He might binge other things like
Knitting.
Knitting, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a binge knitter.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
binge knitter.
yeah. I'm trying to stop binging on that stupid Rest game.
Oh,
Yeah.
good luck with that.
Well, the reason partially is I got really, really pissed off a couple days ago because I got my ass handed to me in a way that I felt like I was being cheated.
Oh,
Well, no, it gets
I hate
worse
that.
because then I re-equipped all myself with all my equipment, and I was like, well, fuck this. I'm going to go back out there because you know what? I'm going to get this. And I literally was 2 seconds in, and then I died, got pissed off, and logged out. Yeah.
oh boy.
He rage quit.
He
I did rage
He
quit.
rage
It's
quit.
funny.
Rage quitted.
Yeah.
He's
and-
not opposed to it.
No, I was one of those. And again, it was one of those things afterwards. I just stood back and I was like, this is somewhat amusing because I haven't really acted like this since I was a young 20-something playing video games, and I really wanted to throw my keyboard.
Wow.
Jeez.
Jeez.
I always feel like I want to twist my controller
Mm-hmm.
when I get mad. It's like, oh, you can hear it go.
Just don't do that. Don't do it.
Don't no.
That's
Or-
how I lost one of my NES controllers.
Oh,
Just don't-
yeah,
just
eh?
don't-
I actually had a good buddy, and I can remember this. He had broken a controller, so what he had done is after he got a replacement, it would be his throw controller.
Ah,
He'd put down the good one, pick that
okay.
up, and throw and shit
That-
like that. Fuck, it was hilarious.
Yeah,
Guy
that
went
makes
to
sense.
college
I
with
guess.
him.
Yeah,
That
I
works.
forget his name, which I feel bad about, but I went to college with him.
that
Yep.
guy's clever. That's
Yep,
smart.
it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
I could have used that type of restraint.
Yeah. No, yeah, he said he had it down to a T because he learned his lesson having to buy a new one, and then it was just basically, yep. He had a spare controller, and the sole purpose of it was the throwing one.
Amazing. Amazing. Just has random control. You know what? There's a selling feature right there for you. Selling
Broken controllers
controllers
just
yeah.
for the purpose of being thrown.
Yeah, there you go.
Not at your television though. We
Put,
can't promise.
foam on them and everything.
For sure.
Come on, Nerf.
What about even just weighted plushies or something?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Actually, yeah. Actually, it's funny you say something like that. So my son is a big fan of buying random shit off the internet, and he's allowed to now. That's
Who isn't these days, really?
Yeah. But he gets those things that are filled with the dust, and you can pull and stretch them and shit of this nature and
I
squish
think
them.
I've seen a thing like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's hilarious because he comes up a couple of days ago and he's just covered in what looks like flowers. Like, what the fuck happened? He goes, my lizard exploded as I was stretching it. I go, and it was just a hilarious mess. He's like, I feel really bad. I'm like, this is just funny.
That's hilarious.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
So I do recommend purchasing those and having your kids play them because eventually it will explode, basically.
Yeah, we're gonna get one from Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes to chew on shit too, so he'll put a hole in it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
2 minutes. And then poof.
All over his face.
Yeah.
This particular one was basically just sand, so that made it amusing too.
That's pretty fun.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on that topic. I apologize.
That's the point of the
I
show.
would ask him, what are you doing? Reenacting Scarface?
You'd have no frame of reference
No,
for that, but that'd be
no.
great.
I haven't seen it. Nope.
That's wonderful.
Oh,
You never seen Scarface?
No.
Oh shit,
Fire.
that's something you probably should go see.
yeah.
Maybe.
No,
No, not maybe.
no, really, like you should. It's I know I didn't get it. Like I didn't watch Scarface until I don't know when, but I remember in high school it's massively hyped. Everyone loved it. I didn't get it. I didn't see it until my 20s or whatever. And then I watched. It was like, wow. I don't care about people wanting to be in Tony Montana and anything like that, but just the film, it's just great. And
Oh, yeah, it's a
Michelle
great film.
Pfeiffer, holy shit.
Great film.
Holy shit. It's really
I'm
great.
not knocking the film. I just haven't had a once at all.
yeah.
No, like.
Well, you're not.
Now, mind you, I was about to say, no, I'm not nostalgic. I don't want to watch old movies, but I have to admit, I just watched Backdraft again recently.
There you go.
And it's still amazing.
That's a great freaking movie.
It's still amazing.
Is there a better firefighter movie? I don't think there is. I could be wrong.
Movie, no, but I was a fan of the old television show. It wasn't a television show.
911 or no, Rescue Me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of that.
Yeah, but
Rescue 911
yeah, that's a good old show.
with
That
Bill,
is an old
Bill
show.
Shatner.
Yeah, Shatner.
Teaching us all about emergencies in the
Oh,
world.
so terrible.
We're on now. All right.
Horrible. Show.
All right, let me get to my number one. I'm so distracted. My number one was episode 11, the pro wrestling episode with special guest Justin.
Oh,
course
good
it was.
call out.
Of course it was.
Yeah,
Of course it
good
was.
call out. That
Well,
was
for a lot of
actually-
reasons.
Had to do with wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons. But also, we successfully booked a guest that was outside of our core.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And we had a really great conversation, even though we had some weird tech issues.
Mhm.
Also, because of you guys not being as big of fans, I think we got a lot of information that we wouldn't have got otherwise. And we got to hear some crazy ass stories about The Undertaker. And now, knowing a little bit more of his involvement in certain events, I would have had other questions for him to see if we can get more juice out of him, if you
More
will.
juice.
Yeah. But and it was a fun conversation. Just hearing you guys try to educate yourself too by asking questions and whatnot. It was just a fun time.
Yeah.
And he was just gracious with the time too. So it's good.
Oh, he was very he was the one that wanted to keep talking. It was kind of funny in that manner.
For sure. And shout out to Just
In a
Incredible.
good way, yeah.
He actually just released a book. So
Oh,
if you're
good on him.
interested, you can
Yeah,
go
good
and
on
look
him.
him up online. And
Yeah. No, yeah, that was a fun chat. It was good. He was very open. He was very just as how
Yeah.
shit's running down.
yeah. So
He was, and that's the one thing I will give him a honest head nod on, which is that he wasn't just honest about his experience then. He was also honest about some of the things he was going through now.
right.
It was just very much, this is the things happening, and here's
Yeah,
how
he-
I'm trying to deal.
He
and-
could have easily tried to do what a lot of performers do, and that's kind of prop himself up, talk about this, that, and the other thing. But he didn't. He was very, like I said, honest about what
Oh, yeah.
life was like.
He was open and
and
just
how
here's how shit's
frickin' hard.
rolling, and here's how it's boiling, and here's what my tea tastes like right now.
Indeed. So yeah,
Tasty tea.
he'd be good to have on again. I think it'd be fun. But yeah, that was fun.
It was a very
Good conversation.
yeah. I really enjoyed it as well. That's a good call.
Good
out.
times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Good
I
times.
can't really do any accents, but it's always
Well,
it's
you know
more
what's funny?
entertaining when I try.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. So you don't have to worry about doing them correctly, sir. You just keep
Yeah.
doing the way you're doing them. Okay.
Yeah. See, it's funny. My wife has a similar description for my dancing. She's
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say.
I just want to see you dance.
Agreed.
I'm smiling in happiness. And I'm not laughing at you.
I don't care how good or bad people say you are. Only bad. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to see you dance.
Yeah. We just have to experience it. Yeah. See, I need my children also to understand because they actually run to their school quickly
Mhm.
if they're late. Because what happens is if they don't leave on time, that I will sing them to school.
Oh,
It's
Ah,
fucking hilarious.
that's dangerous.
amazing.
Yeah, it's funny because they
That's
actually
amazing.
sometimes earlier on, less so now. Now I can just kind of use it as a threaten, and they know, and they'll run to school. But yeah, back original when this year started, and I was like, I'm gonna go out there and start singing as you walk to school, and people that know you are gonna see your father singing and hear it. Oh, you won't do that. And yeah, I
Are
got
you
out there
serious?
and I just started singing. Yep, random songs.
I have the benefit of age and no shame.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Sounds like
sure.
what my dad threatened to do with my foster brother when he was skipping school.
Uh-huh.
It's like, if I find out you're skipping school again, I'll take you to school and I'll sit in the back of your class.
Yeah,
Ah.
just watch you.
Oh,
I will
shit.
follow you around the school everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Amazing. Amazing.
That's a good thread, actually. I have to remember
That's
that for
really
my
good.
children. Yeah, if I need to use it at all.
Yeah,
You should.
No, I must use that.
I'll just come hang out at school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just. Oh, they won't let you in. I'll just be there. when
I'll
you
talk to
come
the
in.
principal and
You
let him know
know
what's
you
going
want.
on.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's official too, because Sam's actually going to Beale. So
Whoa, congrats
know.
to her. Him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah, it's all good.
Congrats
No.
to him.
Yeah, so it's his big want to go out to Beale and take all the specialized artsy stuff and things. I was trying to convince, of course, that hey, I don't mind you going to Beale, but how about you wait till you get past the grade 9, all that standardy
Yeah,
fun stuff.
yeah.
But no, really
He
wants
to be part of the culture right
Yeah.
away. There you go.
And I have to give some credit because I was kind of doing the parent thing of this means you need to get up at 6:30, you have to leave at 7 to
Yeah.
like this is what's going
Yeah.
to happen to take the city bus.
Gonna suck.
And of course, this is why I love my children. Has been getting up at 6:30 every day now
Of course.
to prepare. And I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
I know.
Can you
say
believe they're
I'd
your
call that
children?
responsible.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Now, one of the benefits, even though I had to admit this, they won't really listen to the episode. But even better, I know what they're doing for the 2 hours. Him specifically, sitting there playing on the computer, basically. So,
Well, it's no different than us getting up in the
No,
morning
not
watching
really.
our
Yeah,
cartoons
it
or
was
playing
cartoons,
Nintendo or
yeah.
whatever, right? For sure. Yeah, I get it. Well, good on them. Good on them for
Yeah.
getting it. You're on.
yeah, so it's been good.
Oh my gosh, Beal.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little surprised, but I was like, you know what?
Hey.
I can't complain or say much because shit. When I was in grade 5, I was taking city bus to and
Yep.
from school.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. I mean, City Butts was a part of our life.
Yeah.
5, eh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
Grade 5 definitely took the bus by myself for sure.
Yeah, I did it every day for school. And what I still love about that time, I was doing it because the London School Board wanted me to. They even paid for the bus fares and all that
Oh,
shit.
really?
Yeah.
Like a bus card or
There
whatever.
you go.
I didn't have the card for some reason. They did tickets.
Oh.
Yeah, I never gave the monthly or the
So they
weekly
just gave you
card.
tickets?
Yeah, so I used to have to go to the office and I get tickets, and it was my whole
That's
thing.
interesting.
Yeah, so it was an entertaining time. Way back in the day.
Parenting 101. Send your kid on the bus by themselves. Things you can never do in 2022.
Not at that age. Like I
No.
can't imagine that being, especially since like I would go and now the one nice thing is like I would take the bus to Dundas Highbury and then transfer over, so nothing terribly rough or anything. But yeah. Who knows?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Grade 5, 6 was taking the bus myself.
Mhm.
Anyways.
Yeah, not something I would allow my children to do back in those days. Yeah.
So, staying on topic, what's your number one, Dave?
What?
Yeah, Dave.
Well, I must
Okay.
admit,
Jesus, Dave.
and again, there's not much discussion needed because, of course, it is one of the better ones. I know you didn't pick it just to save it for me, though. My knitting episode.
Oh, fuck yeah. I actually almost did take it as my number one.
And the reason
No,
why I was going back, listening to old ones, going through some of them, and I keep coming back to that one because when I watch myself, and it's me somewhat knowing me,
Yeah.
I am literally excited in the sharing,
know.
and I'm showing. I'm like, look what I'm making.
You taught me so much in that episode.
Yeah,
Like,
we didn't say a whole bunch in that episode.
I
yet.
just spoke the entire time.
Yeah,
pretty
we
much.
would ask a question and then 10 minutes later
Yeah.
ask another question.
But you did actually as I said in that episode, there's a very good chance I'm never going to be a knitter, but I want to know more about that world, and you helped introduce us into that world. And I mean, I've known you freaking more than half my life, and it's a skill I never once asked you about. So it was really great to get out. So that's awesome.
Yeah, Nikki started doing it. I don't think I'd be able to wrap my head around it.
No.
A lot of extra time and effort, right?
Well, for me, it's funny because as much as we were talking about TV shows, like I'll actually sit there with a TV show on and I'll be knitting.
That's what Nikki does. Yeah. So I wouldn't say there's a lot of time. It's just effort, patience.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. It's like
desire.
Desire.
Yeah, like it's one of those things for me personally. I like it, and at the end of me getting somewhat relaxed. Don't get me wrong, you get pissed off too at some points, but being somewhat relaxed, I am gonna have a sweater. Like I'm so close to done. Then I'll be the dude.
He'll be the dude with the itchy sweater.
I love it.
I'm gonna make sure I do an undershirt. Mine won't be itchy. That's my goal, my want.
Smart, that's good.
But number one, me talking about knitting for an hour.
Nothing egotistical at all. No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
I was gonna say that I would have assumed it would have been Star Wars or not. Yeah, Star Wars or Star Trek.
What's the number one?
First,
that was my third. Yeah, I did enjoy those conversations, as I said. So but my number one, knitting.
I would say. And obviously biased. I liked all of our episodes in some capacity or another.
I found it very difficult to choose.
It was really hard. I was going through the list over yesterday and today. It's like,
I would definitely say these are my top 3 off of just looking.
Looking. I was gonna go through and listen to them, or at least some of them again, but I'm like, if I do that, I'm gonna be so distracted and not actually make a decision. I'm just gonna have to go with my gut on this, and that's how it made me.
I listened to a few of them. I did the 1.5 because it's us, so it's one of those things I'm used to our words, and the memories would kick in with the proper inputs and all that fun stuff. And
that's smart.
Yeah, and again, I was still amused that like our first episode was talking about COVID.
I know, eh? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we were very close to being able to talk a year later. Well, we had COVID.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. A year later, we all got it.
Yeah.
Well, no, did you? No.
Honestly, I think I have. at least once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But I don't know because there weren't really any
Tests back then. Yeah.
the first
Right.
time
Right.
and the second time, but
Yeah.
I don't think I registered it as that. I just kind of felt shitty.
Yeah. Well, and again, I am fortunate because while I definitely was sick, had I not had COVID test, I probably would have just sat there and be like, I don't think it's COVID. Like, I just felt really rough. The
Right,
big thing
Yeah.
now, looking back on it, the one thing that did happen to me personally was that it lingered
Mm-hmm.
for a few days. Like, that's the big thing that I found. It wasn't so much that I was sick for a long time, thankfully for me personally, but it just lingered for a few days where I wasn't sleeping well and I was constantly tired and that shit. you know?
Yeah, I think the same for me. Like the most prominent symptoms were I was coughing a lot and had a massively scratchy throat, and also the weird. I was like tired, but I couldn't sleep. It was the weirdest
Mhm.
thing. But it just went on for like felt like days. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm fine. But wait, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was just really annoying as all
Yeah.
hell, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, well.
Well, and I'm somewhat thankful because, while it was rough, I thankfully did not have it as bad as my wife.
Yeah, my wife
Yeah.
too. My wife had it a lot worse. It was
Yeah.
not a good time for her. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Did your wife get it?
No,
Good for her.
she's quite resistant to things, though.
Wow.
Good.
She doesn't really get sick
Nice.
often.
That's
Yeah,
probably because of the crystals.
probably.
Good job, Nikki.
Probably because of her voodoo hippie witch crystals,
That's right.
for sure.
Gotta be it.
It's.
Yeah.
I know I somewhat mentioned this, but for Christmas I got my wife some voodoo
Hippie
crystal
witch
things
crystals?
that you
Yeah.
rub on your stuff and stuff.
Okay.
And I won't actually admit this to her. This will be one of my tests, if she's listening to
listening,
these at
yeah.
all. Because I got her this roller thing. And I did not understand it. It was one of those things that I was told is a great thing. You roll and it makes your skin and your face feel better. And I just thought it was dumb. I don't know. A couple weeks ago, it was there on the counter in the bathroom. I was like, okay. I started rubbing it. I'm like, wow, this actually does feel good. Fuck. So quietly in the evenings now, I take off my glasses and I go and I do the cheek
love.
rub because I looked online how I'm supposed to use it.
Oh
And
my God.
I'm just like, ooh, this is very nice.
You're researching these.
And it felt good. I
Voodoo.
have to give a +1 to these
Oh,
rolling
jeez.
things. So if you're out there
That's
looking,
hilarious.
I don't know. It's maybe just all in my brain, but you know what? In the evenings now, I go. I'm gonna go brush my teeth, and I brush, and then and then I just rub and pour water in the toilet to make it sound like I'm peeing or something. I don't actually
because
go that level.
she doesn't realize you coming out with like red marks on your cheeks
Yeah,
or anything like that.
Well, my skin has been very dry just because of the weather right now, but
Well, as long as it's good for your chakra, that's all I care
Yeah.
I
about,
think maybe that is
yeah.
what it's doing
So
entirely.
hey, hey, whatever. It's
As long
So,
as it's aligning your
It is.
chakras.
I
That's
believe
right.
it is
That's
actually
right.
doing a very fine job on that front.
Oh.
Do it during a full moon and
Yeah.
Well, for what it's worth, Shan very well may be listening. She's not opposed to commenting on our videos.
Oh, this is true. Yeah. So, and again, there may be a comment
there
coming
very
soon.
well may be a comment about our voodoo
that
hippie
will be
witch crystals.
hilarious.
Yes.
She might be upset. She's like, "Hey, those are mine." You
Yeah,
know,
we'll
this-
see if Nikki listens to this one too.
Agreed.
Well, I do +1 this thing.
Indeed. Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty funny. Well, okay, let's talk about we talked about the episodes we liked. Are there things we hope to change and things you want to kind of see different as we move forward in the third season? I mean, obviously, we know there's not going to be any video.
Catering.
Catering? Yeah, we got to upgrade that for sure. For sure.
I
Definitely.
wanna see- yeah, food,
Food's a good idea.
craft services.
Yeah. We'll get craft services going.
Like at least a box of donuts or something.
Something.
I don't do the donuts as much anymore. The Timmy's donuts just, they're not what
too
they should be.
bad.
Yeah, they're not what they
Why
should
do they
be.
have to be
Kind
Timmy's
of
donuts?
sounds like a you problem.
Ah.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid it's just they're not what they should be.
No, Timmy's donuts are not.
Yeah.
Well, if we're upgrading our food services, I don't think we're going to start at Timmy's.
No, really boxcar or something.
Yeah.
Donut's a donut.
They
That's
do
what
have this specialized cookie place just around the corner from me. Now I got to give them a +1 to the cookies they make. They are quite fancy. They are.
Oh boy.
They're lovely to look at. The only challenge I personally have, but it's not a knock against them, it's too sweet. Like there's just too much sugar.
Yeah. That's why chocolate peanut butter is the best because they balance each other out. Sorry, people that are allergic to peanuts. Peanut butter and chocolate is the best flavor of all life. But
I will agree it's up there.
but don't tell me that because I'm probably gonna go check that cookie place out.
It's okay. Like,
Is
I'm not
it
knocking
in that little like plaza on the corner of what is it, Southdale and Adelaide?
Yes, that is where
okay.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
can't say I enjoyed it.
No, you
No.
didn't?
The cookies that I had were damn near raw.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I've not experienced that with them. I must admit.
Wasn't a fan.
No,
Too expensive
they are pricey,
Oh, boy.
though, and I don't know if
for
they're just,
cookies.
yeah, and I don't know if they're giving my son a discount in some manner, but he has come home with like score cheesecake cookie bar thing
Whoa.
that he's gotten from this place, and I'm
Whoa.
like, wow, how much did that cost? And he's like $5. I'm like, that was $5? No
Oh, wow.
way. It was-
You
yeah,
must
it was
have
just-
some
oh
sort of
my
like student.
God.
I don't know
something,
what is
yeah.
going on, but and what's unfortunate for him, he got about halfway through it because it is sweet, but it was good. Because even I had a little sample, and I mean that, and I do mean this lovingly. He got COVID, but again, it actually didn't hit him too hard, but he just wasn't in the mood to finish the rest because it just in his brain the two were tied.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, well, do you want me to finish it for you? He goes, oh, fine, I guess so. He goes downstairs, comes back up to get himself a drink, and I basically polished it off. He's like, did you throw it out? I'm like, no, I ate it all.
Fucking ate it.
And it's hilarious when a 11-year-old looks at you like you're an idiot and goes, okay, Dad.
That's funny.
30 seconds, it was gone.
Yeah, I just...
Why are you wasting time, son? Just-
Yeah.
Probably didn't finish it because Score's an old guy chocolate bar.
Yeah, probably. I love
yes.
scars.
Oh yeah, right. I'm right there with
Oh,
you.
delicious.
I remember that's the one that my dad used to go get whenever he used to go to the store and get himself,
Yeah.
a
Same.
munchies or something. He'd come back with a Score and a Coke.
Yeah.
Ah, the
Sure.
simple days.
Mhm.
I'm more of a ginger ale guy, but still.
Yeah, I used to we used to drink a lot of Coca-Cola.
Don't get me
Yeah.
started.
Oh god, yeah. I was in that same club.
Obsession.
Yeah.
Obsession.
Oh, yeah,
with that Coca-Cola.
we had a wall of 2 liters when we were
We lived
at the
there,
Phillies. Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was nuts. Too much Coke. But
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
if they want to sponsor us, I'm not going to say no.
No. Oh no, because I have to admit.
Well,
I
because they
still,
can send me ginger ale. 'cause
Yeah, that's right.
Coca-Cola
Ginger ale.
does
Yeah.
Canada Dry.
Right.
Yeah.
And you go to Champagne and Pacos.
That's-
there you go.
Podcast host.
Yeah.
Tacos?
Tacos. Tacos, man.
Tacos.
Tacos.
No, Chris, I am Caucasian,
Oh.
not Hispanic.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, whatever.
My name's not Paco.
I thought it was all a matter of perspective, but whatever. It's fine. I were trying to
No.
define each other. Like
No.
this. But you are the Champagne of podcast host,
Yes,
as we've
that's
established
right.
previously. So catering something going
yeah,
on. Here.
yeah.
I hope we get more guests. I really liked the guests that we did get, namely Nikki and Just Incredible. They were really fun. I'd just like to get more people on. to
Well, as I
share.
said, I
That's
have
fun.
asked Shan to join us
Yeah.
and have her explain her lovely
I'd
business.
like to do that, or I'd like to do another wife reacts thing.
Yep.
With one of your guys' his wives. On
Indeed.
something
Well, that would be Shan.
they don't
Oh yeah.
know about. Well, no, she'd come in and she
Talk
could
about
talk
her
about the kombuchas and learn us about what that's
Well,
all
yeah,
about.
the
Yeah.
sales and the businessy and the kombuchis. But yeah, just having a chat about something random. That is a good point. We probably should. I'm trying to think
Indeed.
of. Yeah,
Good point.
we'll find something.
We'll find something.
We'll do
We're developing as we go.
Like, does your
Yeah.
wife watch the Star Treks? We can have Dave's wife reacts to the Star Treks.
Yeah, she's seen them-ish, but it's usually just because it's the joke where she'll sometimes watch things with me that I like, but often it's just she'll give me that. Yeah, no, you just go ahead and watch it. Yeah, it's fine. I don't.
That's good.
Yeah.
That just happened with me and Becca because I just found out that Netflix is taking off all of the Marvel shows off of Netflix because
Well, yeah.
and I haven't
Because they're
seen-
allowed to.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of Daredevil for whatever reason, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go finish it off, and I said to Becca, like, hey, they're taking off Netflix. Want to watch them? She's like, yeah, no, go ahead. I'm like, all right, sweet.
Oh, Daredevil's great.
Oh, it's amazing for sure. Yeah, we'll talk
Or-
about No Way Home too.
Or The Punisher season 1.
Oh yeah, that was also
Hmm.
great. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I have to admit, I didn't watch them.
I'd say the Daredevil did the same thing that the
Punisher did.
Mandalorian or Book of Boba Fett did,
Oh yeah,
where it was kind of like it's basically the Punisher season 1,
may as well have been. Yeah,
and then they did the
Mhm.
Punisher season 1.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, for sure.
But-
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. Yeah,
I don't know. I think I enjoyed it more when the Punisher was involved.
more dynamics,
Yeah, probably.
or you just like mass murderers, or like what was your
It was
reason?
just
Oh,
the
yeah, you know.
punishment.
Yeah, of course I do.
Well, he just played a great Punisher.
Oh yeah,
Jay Barenthal, or not Jay,
John
Barenthal.
Bernthal,
Yeah, he's a wonderful actor, but
Mhm.
he just stole that role.
No Dolph Lundgren though.
He's no Dolph Gunn.
Well, nobody can beat Dolph Lundgren
No.
except for Dolph Lundgren.
No,
This is a truism.
man, imagine Punisher as Ivan Drago. Blam! Rocky's dead.
I win.
I win. You don't understand the dog because I live in the sewer while I'm punching. Okay, done.
I always say, where are you going with this?
That man is a very intelligent man, though.
Who?
The Dolph Lundgren?
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. He's incredibly intelligent.
Well, he's made more money than we have, so yeah. What
He has doctorates in like molecular chemistry
Oh.
or some shit like that.
Oh, nice.
Like he's an incredibly intelligent human
Good.
being. Yeah.
I have to admit, I know nothing about him personally.
No, he like yeah, it's like some sort of, or maybe it's chemical biologist, some
Good
weird
on him.
science,
You do
some
you,
very
man.
intense science.
You do you.
Well, you want something to fall back on in case your Hollywood kid doesn't make it.
Yeah.
You make sure that
That's
you got
true.
something in the back, right? So
Oh,
yeah, good
yeah.
on him. That's where his real intelligence comes in. He's all right. This Hollywood thing might not work out. I'll go become a scientist.
It's true.
Yeah,
True story.
Someone can interact with him, Mr. Scientist. That's what he's going for.
Mr.
Let's just be called a scientist. Yeah. So, anyways,
You
Dolph Lundgren, you want to be guest on the show? Please let us know. We're here.
Yeah, come on.
can talk about your science position.
Indeed.
Yes, yeah.
Actually, that would be fun to get.
We'll
people,
just talk about his education and not about his movies at all.
Yeah,
That would
exactly.
actually be fun if we could get any sort of guest on here to not talk about their profession, but what it is that they're not known for. I don't know what that looks like, but
Yeah, you'd have to have somebody who is known for. Yeah, if we had that type of
sway, pull,
yeah,
pull.
pull.
there-
Yeah, then I would totally. That'd be great. Yes, we want Ryan Reynolds is here with us today, not to do his standard comedic specialty in any way, shape, or form. In fact, he's not going to be
Let's have
funny
a-
at all.
Let's have him talk about his new soccer team that he just purchased.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
just talk
Did you
about.
just buy a soccer team now?
Are you serious? You didn't know him and
No, I didn't know. I don't
oh,
pay attention.
sorry, my
to
bad.
sports
Uh,
ball.
I didn't know either.
I apologize. Actually, Ryan Reynolds and the dude from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Rob McElhenney. Mac purchased Wrexham something in some small town in England. They don't even know each other. They purchased the team together.
Yeah, good
So
on him.
now they're trying to advertise. So I would rather talk about that than like Deadpool and all the other things everyone wants to bug Ryan Reynolds about.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Well, see, the problem is there's probably many people who want to talk about the soccer thing though now.
Well,
Maybe.
listen, Ryan, if you're listening, fellow Canadians reaching out to you.
Come talk to us about Mint Mobile.
Or talk to us about Vancouver and all the great things about Vancouver. Stuff that's nothing to do with your career in acting in Hollywood. Let's just talk about all the other things. Wrexham would be great, but if you want to talk about anything, let us know. Let us know.
Do we have to talk about Vancouver though?
It doesn't have to be all about Vancouver.
Oy vey, thank you. All you ever hear about is how amazing Vancouver is. BC is great.
It's pretty great, guys.
And they just got their nose up at us Ontarians.
Well, that's because Ontarians got their nose up. Well, yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, that BC does that too. Ontarians.
Oh, BC does it, yeah. Yeah,
True
That's
story.
true. Yeah, that's a true story. Yeah.
it is a true story.
But have you been there? It's beautiful. Like,
Hey, I look at it this way. At least we don't live in Calgary. Oy
oh
vey.
gosh. Careful now, Dave. You get our tens
gonna-
of
You're gonna alienate.
You're gonna
our
get a-
ones of fans
our
in
tens of
Alberta.
fans.
From the
Ones of fans
Calgary?
in Alberta. That's right.
Our ones of fans.
Our ones of fans. You're gonna divide our tens of fans across the country.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
if we,
Dave,
to
come
be
on.
honest, I would see a fan from Alberta as a negative for our podcast.
Oh!
And yes,
Shots fired,
there are
shots
two
fired.
people
No kidding.
who know me out of Alberta.
Brat, brat,
Yeah, I'm talking to you two.
Oh!
rat-a-tat-tat.
Calling out Calgary. Actually, he's calling out Alberta, really, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Well, the two fellows I know are actually
Oh,
from, or
okay.
they are living in Calgary. Actually, I know three people, but one was just an next door neighbor that moved
Well,
to Calgary.
you people in Calgary, you want to come and defend your city against Dave and his.
If you want to,
cannons.
defend your city, we will happily do that remotely. No, we cannot meet in person.
That's
to kick
right.
my
That's
ass.
exactly. You'll never know my address.
We are not from London, Ontario.
And the podcast is shot at
Every Wednesday evening.
Exactly, yeah. Oh,
Somehow leaks get out.
oh.
You just wanted
Yeah.
a special guest. You didn't realize they were from Calgary.
That's true.
That's true. That's true. Didn't even know. Didn't even know. Yeah. Well, that's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, I love this entire episode has been me knocking for no good reason.
I know, you're
Calgary.
just-
I
you're on
truly
fire
have
right
no
now.
against with Calgary. Don't worry, Calgary.
Yeah.
I don't like BC like everybody.
Yeah, Winnipeg too. I could probably do without Saskatchewan. That's kidding. Just kidding. I love all of our provinces. All of them. I have to, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Winnipeg.
Quebec. Ooh.
Oh, don't bring up
Yeah,
the cue.
see, no, you don't want to
Wow.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Now we're going over the line.
It's okay. I don't speak French, so they won't understand me. So, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So I guess we're gonna be putting out our top episode for a rerun.
For a rerun.
I love that you're just like,
For a
guys,
rerun.
what are we doing?
Yeah, I guess we are. I guess we're gonna.
Should we stitch all three of them together
Oh, you've had.
and have one
long
like
episode?
giant long
Like-
3.5 hour episode?
No. I think it should be Dave's. I think the knitting one. should be-
Knitting?
Yeah.
I think knitting.
Oh no, we have to do the one that we all agreed on, which was the
yeah, that
I was
the
talking about.
plan, Chris.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
no.
my bad.
That's what we planned
Yeah.
about talking.
The only thing I would
about.
call out is that I would think that for a specific one, it is probably the first one
Okay.
because there is that commonality where I picked just one, you both had the threes, but that's the one I would say we would throw out.
Then we will.
Mm.
Yeah, I would say we go.
It
and
will
replay.
be.
Nice. My will
So
shall
you
be.
can expect that next week.
I
guess
would
that'll
presume.
be our
We're not
last-
going to do it before this episode.
that'll be our last video.
Yeah, that is our
What?
last video.
Our last video of what?
That'll be our last video that we
for
put out.
this.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they're gonna hear this after that of their first video. That's awesome. Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Well, they'll hear this.
Yeah,
then
they'll
we'll
hear this.
re-show.
We re-show the episode 1 of My Wife Reacts.
We're not going to redo it. We're going to re-show it.
We're just gonna
Oh my
re-upload
God.
it, guys.
Do we just get high? Like, fucking,
Apparently you did.
What just happened? Oh my God. All right. Okay.
Chris has coffee in his mug.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Well, I mean, I do. It's
As he starts to touch his
There's
fingertips,
clearly
and wonder
more-
if it's real or not.
clearly more rum than coffee in there, but whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. A little bit of LSD. Gotta get in podcast mode. So podcast pod.
Don't
So
know
how do you do that without coffee?
LSD.
Without LSD? Without rum? I don't know.
I don't
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
That's
I'm
crazy.
sure if he was still alive, that's how Hunter S. Thompson would get ready for a podcast.
Guaranteed he would.
Yeah.
With a
At
cup by his
least.
side.
At
At
least.
least that. At least.
At least.
That's not including the rails of coke.
That's
and all the other
breakfast.
stuff. That's exactly. That's just to get him right for the day. That's
Oh, man.
that's just to get him ready for the shower if he takes one. That's that guy. Well, gentlemen, it's been fun reviewing. Do we want to talk about other fun things about the last year?
My shoe's untied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. No, no.
I'm tying it up.
If we were to grade the year overall, what would we grade it?
So, what perspective are you attempting, or is this
That's up to
question?
you. What would
Is
you
it like
grade
out
the
of
overall
all the
season?
last? Okay, our season
Yeah,
versus the 40 years I've been around. That's why I'm just trying to understand
Yeah,
the
no,
scope.
Just the season. Yeah.
Well, mine is easy because that was the second season, but the first that I've been part of. So that was the greatest season ever.
Okay. So if you had to like, which do you have a
He makes a
score?
good
Would you have a
point.
score? Do you have a rank? Like, do you have anything? It's just best ever.
Out of all of the podcast seasons I have participated in, last year was number one.
Okay, excellent. Dave, Agent, this is your second season, technically speaking. How would you rank her overall?
Oh.
Okay, all right, we've got no. Oh for a ranking.
That falls in between P and N.
Okay.
If we're giving
Alright.
it letter grade, no. B plus.
All right, that's good.
That is good, actually.
That's
That's a
pretty good.
passing
I'll go with
grade.
that. I'll go
yeah,
with that.
yeah.
I'm gonna rate us, I don't know, 99 wrestlers out of
Super
40
Mega Panda, okay.
48 tarantulas. Or I'll put us in an A tier. Yeah, we got an A. We got an A.
Nice.
A minus
good.
probably closer to. But hey, we did it. Hey, real quickly, I do want to say here, we did a full year of podcast, guys. That's something to be proud of. I think I want to say thank you so much for joining me on that journey and getting that done. And to people that are listening to us and watching, thank you so much for being a part of our little slice on the internet. We
Oh, yeah.
appreciate
This has
it.
been good.
We want to keep going. So anybody out there that want to be a part of it, let us know. We want to have you on as guests. We also taking your ideas. What do you like? What you don't like? let us know what you thought of our year in review. We were curious to know what our audience is thinking about what we're doing. But yeah, we're hoping to book more guests. We're hoping to do different ideas and concepts amongst other things. So lots of surprises to come as we get along on our third season of Sarcastic Distractions. And for anybody out there that is not feeling well upstairs in the mental department, we just want to let you know that you matter, not just to us, but to those that are around you. So it's important to talk about that stuff. If you can't do that with anybody that's in your immediate vicinity, we're going to have some links in our description so that you can find any resources that can help you in that field to talk to somebody, because that's more important. Also, we're going to have a link within our description. If you want to toss us a little buck or two donation or something, you can do that through the link that'll be included with down below. When
You can also find us on YouTubes and Instagrams and Facebook and Twitter.
Yep.
And the Monkey Man.
Twitter and the Monkey Man.
Twitter and the Monkey Man.
That's my favorite website. Is the Monkey Man. It's the best website of life for sure.
Homestarrunner.com.
I got MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah, definitely could. Yeah.
Faceplace.
Dave's got a
AOM.
Dave's got a BBS you can reach him at between the hours of 4 and 5.
Well, funny enough, I actually found a London BBS that is actually still up and running. It was great. I actually chat with the owner a bit, played the little game. It was fun.
That's awesome. That's really
good.
cool.
It was good.
But where's going with that? Yeah, that's right.
We were signing off. I think.
Find us on the Onion Router.
Yeah, you can find us literally all over the net. We'll have links to where you can find us in the description. Communicate with us. Let us know what's going on with your lives, because we just want to open these fields up. So please just reach.
Chris is number 3 on Pornhub. Don't ask me how I know that.
I'm working to get to number 1. It's a challenge, man. It's a challenge.
Is it hard?
Do you know how many videos you have to watch to get to number 1? Well, actually, no, it's soft now.
That's why you're number 3.
That's why number 3. It's hard.
It was well done.
It's not hard enough, but it's hard. Okay. Anyways, moving on. And just like that, I've been Harvey.
I've been Dave.
I'm usually AJ, but Saturdays, who knows?
Saturdays, you're all right for fighting. That's for sure.
Right.
That's right.
There you
go, people. You got yourselves sarcastically distracted. Thanks so much for joining our fun program. Have yourselves an awesome night. Peace.
Take care.
Bye now.
Bye now.